Hello, everybody, and welcome to the last episode in this shutter camera for the Fuji 690 version 3. And it will be about putting the actual SEIKO shutter back into the camera, and yeah, I think it should be that. So let's go ahead. I will describe as long as we go with the process. It's not that hard. As the shutter is actually working at the moment, I showed in the last video, you might see, we'll just put it back in. See, there are two guide pins here, one there and another one there. And they had to sit in those two notches. And of course the wire that sits here for the flash has to go back onto the small circuit board here. And of course you have to line up if you haven't touched anything in here, and the shutter should also just sit correct when you put it back in again. You have to release the shutter itself. I think it would be the best, so everything is, what you say, relaxed and ready to put in. So I'll just put the shutter in. Maybe I have to align it a bit into here. Hopefully it will work. Yeah, I think so. Maybe. It looks like it sits correct. Not really. No, there is something with the this part here. So I can just set this here and it's perfect aligned. Now then I can solder in the wire and also the other end, which is this one with the little screw. So we can do that. Hopefully we do not have to use a lot of heat with this small circuit board. So just have to align the wire itself. So I think we'll be fine with that. And solder it in place. So now it sits where it should. No problem with that. And then we can attach the little very tiny screw here, so it can come in. It's really tiny. So this one we can just put it on here. So now everything should be fine, and then I can just put the wire down here so it sits fine, not fooling around. So now it yeah, well, maybe I should put in the little screw for the aperture. Would be fine. And I can lift up the lens hood and put in the screw here on the side. And I will of course go through the barrel in the front here. So I have to move this aperture part lever, so, and then it is in place. Now I will simply put the front lens on, because when I flip over the camera it goes put in the retaining ring to hold the shutter in place, and of course also the back lens group. The lens will fall out. So I'll just do that on just temporary. So, and it has to sit flush with the front. So just screw it in a few turns and we can, well, yeah, maybe you can see it has to sit flush. So maybe it's better to put in a, it fell out of place, not good. Things happen, but so, now it sits correct. Yes, yeah, I think I will just do that. So, and that is for now, and maybe I should use something more stable in a way. I think I will use this one here and then flip it over so it sits like this. Now the shutter is in place and the front lens is on, so I can open the back and hopefully you can see what's going on here. Now we have the shutter here in place, and then I can put in the retaining ring. And before I do so, I will just use my, will it work? Yeah, my little compass here, and in that way get the correct distance between the two boring, so I can when the retaining ring is in, I can then screw it in with the, I mean at least some of the way, because the thread on this one is well, it's a bit fragile, so I think it will work pretty good. Going a little backward until it says click. Oh yeah. Have to be really careful with the thread. Yeah, it begins to take. Fine. Oh, it looks like. Okay, it will not work. So maybe I should use my homemade tool here again. This wrench top. Maybe it can do a better job. Because it's not that easy to put in. One has to be really careful, the thread, but hopefully it will work. It looks like it's actually working, but there is a lot of dust in there. So then it hit and sit there. Okay. So hold on a second. Well, so I just use my vacuum cleaner to wipe away all the aluminium dust inside here, and then I can put in the back lens group, which I use this clever tool to actually put the back lens group into place, because it's not that easy to reach down there, in my opinion. So hopefully it will work. So then I can lower it, then turn it a bit. Hey, it will work. So, and of course there has to be something, a little fragment that comes in, but we can just wipe it away. Now, back to homemade tools, because then I have the bigger wrench, which I can then put in here and simply lower it, catch the two notch on the back, not yet there. So here we are. Now I just need to finalize screw the back lens group into place. So that's all fine. So now everything is actually back in place. But will it work? Let's test it. If I wind the camera, it's not fully there. Maybe there has to be a film inside there. I think so. Yeah, so we cannot do it yet, but I will try it with the test film in the camera. But we need to do a few other things. So I can just unscrew the front lens group out with that, and everything looks really fine. Everything is tight, nice and tight. So something has been so if I do that, no, it's because it hasn't been fully winded. And of course it cannot go back before the parts inside the camera has been fired. So it doesn't really work that way. Hold on a second. I can do it with the lid open. The back open. Should be possible. So now here we have it. Not. Oh, yes, of course it's on T. So we set it to something like 1 second or so. So now it works. Way! Hey, hey, hey. So now everything is lined up. Wow, how about that? That's really good. So now I can actually put everything back into the front here and close the camera. Well, it will be good. I think it will be good. So this can sit in there. But I think I need to take out the, yeah. So no need for doing anymore. And there. And the last screw goes in here. I mean, that's really good. Now the front lens will come in. Going a little backward to catch the thread. And of course it will then end it up with the name correct position. So now this old Fuji GW690 is actually back to normal. How about that? That's really great, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I forgot those two on the back, but it will come sooner in. But everything it's back to normal. So yeah, it took a little longer than I expected, but since nobody else have been into this, I mean, showing how it could be done. Yeah, I hope you can use the info also about the SEIKO shutter, which I think I will, not especially this one, but I think I will do another video more close up of the Fuji, I mean not the Fuji, the SEIKO shutter. So but well, I need the time because I have too much work on work. So yeah, see you sooner. Bye bye.